Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Jason with Jadren Aquatics. Thanks for hanging out with me in the fish room again today. So today we are going to head out to Patrick's house. You guys have seen some of the videos that I've done of his fish room. If you haven't, I'll link it above. He's got just an amazing fish room with thousands and thousands of gallons of water and tons of tanks on just a cool system. But he has set up a DIY summer tub in his back. And this thing is, I call it the Frankentub, because this thing is incredible. I mean, there's all sorts of things going on in it. There is tons of water. There's stuff breeding in all different types of areas. He's got plants growing like crazy, and I want to know, is this something that you guys could build? I couldn't build it. The reason I couldn't build it is because my wife would never let me do anything like this in the backyard, or much less anywhere else. I'm very thankful that she allows me to have the fish room that I do have, so I try my best not to push the limits. So let's go ahead and let's head out to Patrick so you guys can take a look at this thing and see just this amazing thing that he's made.
So I built this with 2 IBC totes and then 4 55-gallon drums. I kind of got some inspiration from Goliad Farms over in Goliad, Texas. They go and they use a lot of 55-gallon drums and stuff like that. I think they use mangrove for their fish farms that are in big greenhouses. And what it is, it's one pump, and this is the sump. And then it pumps water up to here, and you see the hang-on back filter? That's just there to catch water. It goes in here, and we've got it plumbed right here, where it goes straight down into this, which goes back to the sump. Overflow comes over from this 55-gallon drum, and it's plumbed to here.
So it's overflowing into this pipe, and it's overflowing into that center pipe, which goes down into the tote down below. Yep. What's happening in the tote down below? So down there, it's just extra water, and sometimes I throw some fish down here. So that's all that's happening with this. Is there a reason behind it? Is that
just extra water?
Oh, okay.
All. Just I had this one cut already, and then I wanted to go and cut another IBC in half and use that for 2. And then if I want to put some other stuff down there, I can. So that's the only purpose of the one down below. But then it goes to the 55-gallon drums from here to here, to this one, and then to this elevated half cut right here. So that flow is going to be the same as this flow.
Okay.
And then it'll go from here back to the sump.
So somewhere in that container is a pump,
yes,
pumping it back up to the top again.
Yes, it is one pump. Just one of these regular, like $20, $25 pumps.
Ah, okay.
I'll go and if I think the flow is bad, I'll clean it out and throw it back in. These pumps are great though.
So one pump and all gravity.
Yep, one pump and all gravity. And then I even have this here to catch when it's raining. If these fill up, the overflow from the IBC totes overflows into this system.
Ah, okay. So what's the main point of this Frankenstein outdoor tubbing?
I wanted to have some water outside with circulation, with as little power as possible.
So are you breeding a lot in these?
There's a lot of guppies in here. There's a lot of plants. I'll go and like I've got a lot of guppy grass. I probably just out of this top thing alone, I'll get guppy grass and a gallon bag of it. I'll sell for $5, and I probably pulled 30 bags out of this top. So just the top of this, and then I've also got hornwort, and I'll give away frog bit because it'll grow like crazy. So I'll give a bunch of it away, the frog bit. But we've got,
oh wow,
that is hornwort and guppy grass. And there's a lot more in there. And it'll grow because of this direct sunlight, especially right here. Even if you have duckweed in this top stuff, it's still gonna grow. It's getting enough light in there that it's gonna grow great.
Yeah, it looks like you've got quite a few trees, so you get quite a bit of shade on it.
Yeah.
And not a lot of direct sunlight.
This part gets the most sun. This might get some shade, but this gets a lot of sun over here. And I've even got some electro blue acaras and other stuff that I throw in here.
So we're in Texas and it gets up in the hundreds. What do you think the highest temperature this setup ever gets?
Well, if you're running water, and you stick your hand in here, that's the thing to think about too. You stick your hand in, and that top might be in the 90s or something. But when you reach farther in, well, then it's a lot cooler.
Much like a pond.
Exactly.
Fish go deeper to get the cooler water.
In the cooler water.
Now, what's this setup here?
So, this is kind of a DIY. You ever see the K1, K3 floating media? Well, you can do the same thing with cut straws. You just cut up straws, and this is all media that's going to hold beneficial bacteria, that's going to be really aerated, and it just floats and churns just like K1 or K3 media would. And all I did was take like these baskets that are like $1.60 at Walmart, get some of this net that you get at Walmart too. I use spray foam insulation, and I found that it has no ill effects. I use it when I'm breeding. I've used it in other stuff. It's great. I don't even put on the pond baskets when I do the breeder baskets. I don't even use the insulation anymore. I go and I just spray it with that spray foam insulation, just the regular stuff.
Just to get it to float. Just to
get it to float, yeah. I mean, it's cheap and it makes it float, and then it'll hold it there. And it's just more filter media.
So no sponge filters, no filters of really any kind, other than just that thing on the back that water is just gravity pushing out of it, and it's not powered.
And plants, and keep in mind when you have like these type of plants, you know, when you've got the frog bit, it's got those roots, and it'll get bigger. Let's see if we can get a big one. But they'll get those big roots. See those roots?
Oh, yeah.
And that is great filtration. Because that just, right in the water column, it's sucking up.
I assume nitrates don't have a chance in a setup like this.
No, not at all.
So in reality, this is probably overkill. Probably not really even needed, but kind of a neat project.
Well, and it's always there if I have something else, and I need something that's already ready to go, that's ready to go.
Gotcha.
It's like the bio balls that I keep in some of these other, you know, containers and stuff. I just have them there so that I've always got media ready to use, no matter what I'm setting up.
Now, are you trying to specifically keep different things in each one of these 55 gallons as far as fish go?
I think I put some paradise gourami in one of them.
Like a pear?
No, just some that I had. I don't even know if they were a pear. And then in the winter, I've got some gambusia because they last the winter. But once I put them in there, they're hard to see. You kind of see them darting around in there.
Now, you've had this set up how long now?
Over a year. I've had this going. Yeah.
So it was running just like normal during the winter?
During the winter with gambusia. Yep. And the gambusia lived in here just fine.
So long as there's water flow, the chances of it freezing, especially in Texas, is...
Well, and yeah, there was no... I don't know if we had any this past winter.
It's pretty mild.
We didn't have any snow or anything. And yeah, it was fine. Plus, these are deep enough.
It'd be hard to freeze.
Yeah.
It'd take multi-days of
that's the thing,
teams.
too. It's not like in the... I didn't go and put more plants in here in the spring either. They made it through, and then the spring came and they started growing. Same with the parrot's feather.
And so back here in the back, that's your water catching system.
Yes. Yep.
Where it's literally just coming off the shingles, going into the gutters.
So first it comes from the gutters into the 55-gallon drums. All right, and that'll get the first, it's a first flush system. So you never want to get like the first rain that's coming off your roof, because it might have bird poop or other stuff. It's going to have, you know, you want the rain to go and wash that stuff out. So what'll happen is that first flush will go into the 55-gallon drums. And then they'll fill them up. And then you have the overflow, and the overflow goes into the totes. Then you have also any heavy particles or anything like that also goes in the drums. Then when it's done raining or anything, I've got a valve, and I'll just open it up and drain the drums so they're ready again for when it rains again.
This filter up here at the top, that's just to catch the big stuff?
Yes, and I've also got a sponge that's in the gutter so that nothing too big will go and flow down into it. You can buy the sponges at Home Depot, and they just fit right into the gutter.
So you got to get up there every once in a while and clean them out?
Yeah, but they flow really well. So...
All right, there you go. There is the Frankentub. Be sure and leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me if you are on your computer right now designing your plans on how you're going to build your own Frankentub. So thanks again, guys, and God bless.